Hey guys, today I'm going to show you the top mistakes painters make before they ever should start Facebook ads and what you should do instead. Let's dive in. So pretty much what we're going to do here is review some two different ads for painters, and I'm going to show you guys what they did wrong and go over the top mistakes that they should have corrected before even clicking the run button on their Facebook ad. Let's just dive into the first one here. So this one, as you saw in the thumbnail, is just an ad where it has a paintbrush on the thing with the roller, and they're trying to run leads in their local area and get more jobs that way. Pretty much what they're trying to do is get leads, and the call to action here is like page. So this is most likely a boosted post, some type of ad like that, where you just click on boost post and Facebook runs it on their platform, as the Facebook platform's right there. And then our skilled painters renew your cabinets, giving your kitchen or bathroom a fresh look. So this ad has 62 people liking this, it says, and then it says their name right there. So pretty much this ad, first mistake they made is the picture. Okay, picture is most important. The picture in this ad is just a paint roller. It's very clear in the advertising, but the unfortunate part of Facebook is that people don't like stock images. So this ad typically will not perform well, and that means their cost per message is going to be super high, or cost per conversion is going to be through the roof probably. I would say the conversion rate on this might only be $20 to $25 a message, maybe even higher. I'm thinking it'd probably be like $50 a message or $60 or $70 a message. And those leads probably aren't going to be that great with those types of leads, just because the call to action isn't clear. Whenever the call to action isn't clear, you tend to have less leads, and less leads means there's less high quality leads, and those are really the leads we're going for. So those leads that you get for $70 a message may be low quality leads, and that's all because of your picture is just stock. It's a stock photo, and your call to action is super weak. The two things that you want to focus on when painting Facebook ads is the creative, which is the picture. That's what people see first. And then the call to action. What's your offer? What are you trying to have them do to get what they want? You want to display what the end result is in the photo, and then you want it to be personable and all that stuff with people in the picture. You want actual people in your photos, because Facebook is it's a sociable platform, and you want people in your photo, okay? That's just a start. Next thing, the call to action. Let's go over that. So the second mistake they made is the call to action. Whenever you have someone like your page, you're basically paying for the likes. Someone might text you and reach out to you by clicking on your page, but most likely people will not find your phone number here. So if your call to action has multiple steps in it, you want your call to action to have the shortest amount of steps possible. What I would do instead is have this call to action be send a message. So you get the person in your messages, and you can just message them all day long. And then on top of that, in the messages, you would get their phone number, so you can call the person and see what they want done. That's kind of the main theme here, is to get the person on the phone call. So I usually go to the messages, and then I get their phone number in the messages, get them on a phone call. Once they're on the phone call, you can close the person a lot better. That's pretty much the call to action part there. And then also in the text, you actually want to put your phone number like right here at the end here, and you'll say text/call, and then put your phone number so people can actually call your business, okay? That's another thing you want to do there. And then next thing, we'll get to the text. We covered the picture. That was the first thing. We covered the call to action. That was the second step. So the third thing that people tend to make a mistake on is the text. So the text is gonna give the expectations of the sale. So you want to set your expectations up before you get on the phone with them in the messages that we just talked about. So your expectations are, what services do you offer? What's your minimum pricing? You want to state that. Be very specific in your minimum pricing, because that's what they're going to expect once they get on the call with you. And they're already going to know that. You won't have to tell them when you get on the call, because that was in your ad, hopefully. Those are things you want to display in your text. So we covered picture, we covered call to action, my send a message, get them on the phone call steps. And then we covered the text part, where we get them setting the expectations to where they need to be, okay, in the text. And then usually the text, I say, hey, blah, 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 nearby areas. Hey, St. Louis and nearby areas, put your city there. And then the second part, I state, this is what I do. This is at a minimum offer of $250 or whatever your minimum price is. And then say text/call, blah, 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 your phone number. It's just a 3-step process in setting up the text part. So the picture, take a picture of yourself painting with a paintbrush. As long as there's people in the photo, those ads do good. Call to action, send a message, get them on the phone call. text, I just said that last 10 seconds what to do for the text. So if you guys just set up these 3 simple things and make 3 simple corrections, your ads will be a ton better and you'll get a whole lot better cost per message and a lot more conversions, okay? Making you guys more money. So that's what we want here. That's the first ad I want to show you guys. The second ad here, we're just going to go real brief through it since we kind of went through that first one there. This one, do you see this one here? You see where they have professional painters starting at blah, blah, blah. So they put their minimum price there, and then their call to action is get a quote. So this is actually a clever get a quote action. I would put the get a quote in the headline and put send a message instead of get a quote. It's just what I would do. So do that when you do it. But overall, their ad looks a ton better. Before after photos look great. There's people in the picture down here. You can do a collage similar to this. It will work. So maybe try a collage out. And then they put their minimum pricing down there. So that's really good to see. And then he's a local owned business. He says, hi, I'm George. He didn't call out his area. He just did the high wave emoji, but it doesn't matter. It would be better if he called them out and said, hey, St. Louis and nearby areas like your city, but it's fine for this ad. It will still get conversions, just not the best conversions. So this is just a little bit better of an ad. There's some things you can fix in this ad. He could put his phone number in the text part here. People like to screenshot that, so that's something he could do. And then right here, he should say get a quote, get a free quote, and then put the emoji where it points to the hand. So he'll point to the send a message button here. So instead of get a quote, they'll send a message. Those are just some things that I've seen in these 2 ads here, that some mistakes that people usually make with the ad creative, the image, call to action, the offer, and the text. So hopefully you guys can learn from these three kind of strategies with those 3 separate things. Get your ads getting better. Okay guys, I'm gonna end the video on that. If you guys want me to run your Facebook ads for you, just go down the description below. I'll run them for you and get you leads within 24 hours. And then also I have my starter course down in the description below. So if you guys are interested in learning these ads without my help, and then you just want to do it all yourself, you can also go that route. I have a full starter course showing you guys exactly what to do with your ads. So go down below for that. And I will catch you guys on the next video.